Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, gonna be a ZVT here on Glaive between Terror and hibaby. It's gonna be a Patreon cast at patreon.com/FalconPaladin. For those of you who support me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month. You get to see this a month before anybody else. So if you're watching this, let's see, August 28th. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you for supporting me on that site. It really does help me out. And if you're watching this in the month of September, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I post Brood War content here 5 times a week. 5 times a week. Yeah. Alright, so Terror down here is doing Zergy things. And hibaby up here with an APM of almost 600. This dude doesn't have a lot about him on the internet. I did do a quick Google search to figure out who he is. He also goes by Sunny, or Sunny, S-U-N-Y. There are some Team Liquid threads about him participating in some ICC tournaments back in like 09. So he seems like somebody people know, but maybe not on the level that Terror is necessarily, right? Right. So I got this replay pack off of TeamLiquid.net as part of a Terror replay pack. It doesn't mean that every game in here is a Terror win. I've definitely cast Terror losses as part of this pack. He's also just an excellent, muy excelente Zerg player. So, Glaive is a weird map. I think we've cast enough games on it now to where we feel like we understand it. But at this stage, just going for ye old standard Expandaruni, you do, if I remember this map accurately, you've got a... Oh, you know what? No, I'm thinking of a different... Maybe I'm thinking of Luna as opposed to Glaive. So you don't have the nice secret easy to take third base that's only minerals. Okay, so your third base is here, which again, only minerals, but not part of your main, effectively. It's too far away. Or expanding down here for your third. Pretty easy to defend. Alright. Alright, that's cool. So both players, workers, are scouting out, trying to see what's going on. And yeah, hatch first in here. 12 hatching. Into a pool, into gas. So pretty macro-oriented opening here, which is fine. Because it really doesn't look like a 2 racks here from hibaby at all. He's got too much money saved up. He's probably going to go for that command center after the racks. Just checking around with an SCV to make sure he doesn't see any lings incoming, because that would make things different. And once he's sure there's no Zerglings on the way, and now that he knows the hatch is coming up especially, he's going to go ahead and expand once he reaches that 400. There you go, 400 count on the minerals. Pow pow. Alright, what are we doing here? Anything crazy? Nah, just macro openings for the most part. Nobody seems to be doing anything crazy. That's a third. I'm repeating myself there. That's a macro hatch coming in from Terror, which is fine. Pretty standard thing to do, honestly. Nothing too outlandish about it at all. SCV is going to stick around and see if he can catch the lair timing and possibly the spire timing. Because that's the standard, right? If you're going to go for a 12 hatch, might as well go for some Mutalisk, try to keep the Terran back to home until you can get a third base up with lurker support. You know the play. You know how this works. Marine's pushing out a little bit. Fainting, perhaps. Perhaps focusing on forcing Terror to throw down, yeah, see, throw down a creep colony just in case these Marines are serious. Forcing the Zerg player to invest in something he doesn't want to invest in. He'd rather use that drone for harvesting. He'd rather use the money for this creep colony for harvesting and making more drones, right? So now he has to, because these 3 Marines came out at a weird opening timing. And yeah, these Marines just fainted in. They didn't kill anything. They forced a sunken out, and now they're going to go home. That's all you gotta do. If you're struggling in TVZ or PVZ, that's a great way to really slow down the Zerg player a little bit. Just move in, force the Zerg player to throw up some static defense, maybe force them into making a ton of speedlings they don't want to make. Maybe they overreact to it even, and then suddenly their worker count is garbage, and you're a happy panda. It's entirely possible that's what we're looking at here. So anyway, 2 racks opening. No sign of a factory yet. Got an academy, governor. And third base, probably not until that spire starts coming up. It's a little bit scary to try to take a third when all you've got are slowlings. We did skip metabolic boost, or postpone metabolic boost, in order to get this lair timing as fast as it is. And look at that. Resources say we can make a spire. So, production tab says we're going to make a spire. Is it going to say that? Actually, is it really? Not right here. That's a terrible place for the spire. Okay, that's a creep colony. What the? What is you're floating so much cash. Terror, what are we doing with 400 minerals? Okay, spire down now. Ooh, that feels late. That really feels late, but all right. I think the timing here for the engineering bay and the missile turrets is going to be a little bit off. But you know what? Better have them early than late, is what I always say. Better early than late. And better late than never, and better to ask forgiveness than permission. Just kidding. Don't do that. That's always a bad idea. People will be mad at you if you do that. But you got to do the thing you weren't supposed to do, so maybe, what are the trade-offs here? What are the punishments involved? You have to weigh this sort of thing, right? How many mutas are we going to make? Oh, yeah. I might just pop out straight up with, 9, 10, 11 right off the bat. Based on that early gas timing that we did see. Third base coming up over here. Interesting location for it. But I think it is technically... Is this the natural of the... I think this is the natural of the third spawn location on this 3-player map. That would make a lot of sense if it was in this area. There you go. Mutalisks coming out. 9 mutas on the way. 10 if you want them. Got enough for 10 here. You have enough larvae for it is the larger question, yeah? Gotta have that larva to make units as well. Zerg, strange race. Especially compared to Protoss and Terran, but pretty darn powerful nevertheless. So turret timing is fine. Like I said, a little bit early. Like, you don't necessarily want to toss them down 4 years in advance, but better to have them now than right as the meters are flying in, because that's pretty dangerous. Muta harass doing the harassy things. Couple Marines die in stereo. Did you hear that? Yeah, Marines and turrets doing some good work here, though. Yeah, so Muta's getting killed, taking out some Marines with them. Again, this is to buy time for the third base to come up, for that lurker aspect to finish, so the lurkers can defend that third base. Obviously. I mean, we're not getting enough Marine kills to where the Mutas can just win this game outright, which is always a bit of a concern. That does happen sometimes where the Mutas are doing their darndest to be careful and staying out of range of all of the Marines and slowly picking up Marines one by one, and then suddenly the tides turn and there's not enough Marines left, and the Mutas just go, and they just eat them all, chomp them right up. So not really in a position to do that right now, especially because we're not replacing the wounded Mutalisks. Going for a Queen's Nest instead. Yeah, 1 Mutalisk for like 1 Marine. Okay, free Marine there, but the damage that you're taking with a Mutalisk is not as easily regained as it is for the Marines because medics exist. So let's see. Ooh, can you actually take down this third? That would be a big freaking deal for hibaby right now. An absolutely insanely good deal. So the Mutas are trying to buy some time. These Lings are trying to buy some time. That's all this is. This is us just trying to buy time here. Maybe wipe out a ton of Marines. Bring them home. It didn't bring them all the way home, though. It didn't do enough damage. Okay, the Lurkers are up. So the Lurkers are up. The Science Vessel took some hits, but didn't die, and Irradiate's on the way. So can you get up this ramp if there's 1 Lurker here? 2, no. But can you get up here with 1 single Lurker at the top of the ramp is the question. Repositioning a little bit. Drones are here to maybe body block a little bit as well. Oh, make it hard to target fire the Lurkers by putting drones on top of... Oh! Makes it hard to target the lurker, particularly with your irradiate. Oh my gosh. Can I do it? Oh no! And then Scourge took down the science vessel. Oh no! Okay, hold on, hold on. Oh my gosh, he's trying. Oh no! No, that went so poorly. Okay, alright, everyone calm down. Hive coming in. We are in so much trouble here for hibaby. This group is just dead. A lot of mutas are dying and a lot of lings are dying too, but okay, some of the group actually did survive the attack and joined up with the rest of the Marines. Not too shabby. Science vessel down again? Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious me. I don't know why there were overlords out here. Seems like a bit of a mistake. Dropships adding to some of the mobility of the 8-raxing Terran player here. By 8 racks, I mean it is technically a 6 racks at the moment. 4th base on schedule here from Terra. Yeah, you really just gotta run. Once the lurkers start popping in here and they kind of outnumber you, you just gotta run. You gotta get out of here. Beautiful drop, though. The drops do bypass the front door. Okay, Ling's getting killed. Sunken trying to hold. Drone's getting massacred. Lurker down before it can quite burrow up here. Drone's here to respond. So the Marines back up to get better position and better killing here. That's another dead lurker if they want it, but they're not. Oh, they got the Sunken. But then everybody dies with the additional lurkers coming in. Alright, alright. Oh, Scourge. They're so flimsy. If you're not paying attention to them perfectly and controlling them perfectly, they're gonna die. They're gonna die a lot. This is one dropship heading down to a 5th base attempt from Terror. Are there... they might just straight up cancel this. You can see it. You could barely see it, man. It's on the mini-map, too. Love this 3rd base over here from hibaby. I do. Yeah, he's just... Okay, so he forces a cancel. Immediate cancel on this base. Another attack coming in. This hibaby player is honestly not bad. I don't know how many replays I have for this guy, but I wouldn't mind casting another one. That's so many lurkers. That is so many lurkers defending that 4th base and this left side as a whole. Holy smoke Azula. Oh, you know, Zerglings are just casually in here at your 3rd base, messing all your stuff up, killing your SCVs. Before your bunker showed up, right? Right, yep. Okay, so now you have to use irradiates on defilers instead of using them on lurkers as much, which is not great. Here for hibaby, he needs more science vessels, which is where not losing the early ones comes in. Right? Ooh, this is a good unload. Lurkers, man. It's just the lurkers are really doing it here. The Lings are, you know what? The Lings are holding on. They've got Adrenal. They don't have the greatest upgrades you ever seen. But, you know, Adrenal's better than nothing. Dropship gets wiped out by Scourge here. It is 121 and 93 supply in favor of the Terran because, well, he's going for the 8-raxer. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there it is. We made it. We made it in the end. Oh, the Dark Swarm. Yeah, you really just don't even want to... Don't even really want to mess. To run up far enough to not take lurker fire but also protect your science vessels is a skill, man. That is a difficult skill to take care of. Or to try to handle. Oh, these Defilers are getting irradiated left and right. Zerg players, you just have to absorb the losses. 136 to 97 supply. This is traditionally where Ultras start popping, and there you go. Ultralisk Cavern's on the way. Working on that Plague ability. Always very good against Terran, especially when they're doing this whole 8-rack thing. Dark Swarm, amazing, but Dark Swarm in the middle of the map is not how you win the game. It's not. Sure, it kind of zones the army away, but they can go around you, attack somewhere else. A couple Science Vessels do end up getting killed there by Scourge. The Scourge connections have been really good for Terror here today. And then the Lings run in with their Adrenal Gland upgrade, but now there's a Fire Bat, and suddenly it's much harder to win in that situation if you're Zerglings. Oh, get the Defiler. Oh, he's invulnerable. We don't have any Fire Bats at all. No. Oh, no. SCV count, 62. After this. $57. And falling. 54. 53. So fourth base under attack because it's basically not defended. The connection. The beautiful connection with the Scourge there. This Lurker ends up getting taken out. 128 to 115 supply. 6 Ultralisks in production right now. Scourge are just... Dropships are not having a good time today. The Scourge connection rate, which is not something that is officially tracked, but maybe should be in these games, is through the roof for Terror. He's made some incredible connections on Scourge onto things like dropships and science vessels today. It's just not... There's another one. Like, usually we'll see, I don't know, a couple. We'll see 4 to 5, but this we're up to like 10. All air units considered here. This is amazing. Absolutely insane. Tanks are out. Which is good, because if you try to beat Ultras with straight-up Marines, you're gonna have a bad time. See how this Ultralisk, just Marine... Oh, wait, no, they're fine. When the Ultralisks are outnumbered 1 to 16, sure, the Ultras die. Marines die. There's a bajillion plague. Ooh! Zerglings all over your face here. Ultra, brop, brop, brop. Science Vessel down, brop, brop. Bruh. Tank's gonna be a big deal here. Is this drop time? Or this is where the Overlords live? I don't know why. That Marine casually strolls past an Ultralisk with, you know, giant tusks ready to cleave him into many, many tiny pieces, and he's cool with it. Kindness Plating's finishing up here. We're working on vehicle. Are we? We're not transitioning into mech. We've only got the 2 factories. I don't see any more in production, but going for vehicle weapons. Gonna be good. +3 siege tanks against Ultralisks. Not too shabby. You can fire on them from distant. Look at this. Look at this Ultralisk taking damage before he does anything. This feels droppy to me now that we're heading this way. And there's Overlords here. I don't know if we got the upgrade for that. Scourge die. The transporting for Overlords upgrade, but hibaby wants to kill Terror here. Okay. Losing your science vessels is not a good start to that. Ooh, hold position Ultra. Oh, not hold position for long though. Makes it out of there. Irradiating Ultralisk is harming his friends. Are we coming up this ramp into these siege tanks? Really? I don't know about this plan at all. The Dark Swarm does make it good though. I can't even tell what's happening under this. The Ultras are dying. Oh my gosh, the Ultras are dying though. Dude, is hibaby gonna win this thing? Ah! Ultralisk drop into the main base. Engineering getting out of here. Marines, there are not quite enough Marines to do this, especially if there's a Lurker down here at the same time. This is not getting cleaned up anytime soon, so it's just kind of time to go. Oh, the Dark Swarm Terror. You're so sick. So sick. Beautiful Dark Swarm. Beautifully placed. This is still not getting shut down, which is a problem. 10 kill Ultra, 7, 8 kill Ultra, 2, 3 kill Ultra. This Lurker's got 9 kills and 17 HP. Sure, this 5th base goes down for Terror, but if hibaby's main is an absolute wreck right now, an absolute wreck right now, man. We're going to go for more drops. I feel like more drops are imminent here, but imminent, not eminent. Those are different words. Zerglings rolling into the 4th, and hibaby's kind of getting picked apart a little bit here. Beautiful. The Dark Swarms changing the game as usual. Trying to come in here with some Marines and Siege Tanks to handle this and keep the SCVs alive, but you know what? Surprisingly, not happening. He's going to go for another drop. He's doing another drop, which hibaby sees coming. He's bringing Marines into position to deal with it, and he does. This Ultralisk is chomping all these SCVs to death, but guess what? He dead. So 4th base is alive. 54 to 53 workers. This is a great ZVT. This is really good. Nobody's maxed out. Everyone's kind of struggling here. A 4-basing Zerg versus a 4-basing Terran is not a good place for the Zerg to be. I like that he's got the Siege Tanks. They're much better against Ultras. Ooh, we have Spider Mines now. Are we? Okay, we're making Marines, Vultures, and Tanks at the moment. Spider Mine gets a hit there. Spider Mine's against Ultralisks. Ultralisks are not happy with that. They are not happy with that exchange at all. Do not fire. Do not hit on the engineering base. Oh, but he caught him. He caught him out. Why are they alone over here? We decided not to finish off the... Okay, now we are. Sort of? Yeah, there you go. That's better. Siege Tank firing up. Dark Swarm covering them Siege Tanks, though. Ultralisks moving in. Chasing them away. Full retreat right now from hibaby. From hibaby. And this is the latest, newest source of income available for hibaby, which means if he loses it, he's gonna have a bad time. He's not gonna be a very pleased panda at all. Dark Swarm, so good in this situation. There's not enough takes just to deal with it. Yeah, 4th base is in shambles. 3rd base is in trouble too. We've got Ultras running free inside the natural, and Terror was able to kind of turn this around once the drop inside the main went so well. And yeah, he just has all of the Lings and all of the Ultralisks. And trying to kind of turtle up in here in a position that's weird for Ultras to get into it. But dude, also the Scourge connections today are as elite level Scourge connections as I've ever seen in my entire life. This has been one of the better things. GG Ree! hibaby wants a rematch. Terror says, cool, let's do it, man. And Terror is your winner in 23 minutes and 22 seconds. Don't forget about that one. That was... Oh my gosh, that was insane. That was an absolutely insane performance from Terror. Doing it well. Just 100% on top of it. The Scourge connections were, as I keep saying, better than any I've ever seen. So many science vessels and dropships died to that today. And just overall, just macro. This is Terror strategy. Some really good Dark Swarms as necessary, but he's always spending his money. He's always got a ton of Ultras running around all over the place with Lings and whatnot. I mean, look at this. He's got more Lings cruising up this way. He's got some Overlords hanging out. Some more Lings heading up in this direction. He's just been cruising units everywhere and just finally wore hibaby down. It was not easy. He lost a lot of units, lost a lot of Ultras, ended up getting that 5th base canceled and then killed later. So he's only at 4 base, which isn't where you want to be, but he's able to get some nice Plagues and nice Dark Swarms up, and Spellcasters win again, as per the usual. All right, so like I said, 23 minutes, 178,000 points here for Terror, 159 for hibaby. Produced 500 to 400. Makes sense when hibaby's going 8 racks most of the game. I thought the tanks would do better than they would. Or they did, but you kind of need like a critical mass of them to really deal with the Ultras. Kill death ratio is a 1-to-1. That's not going to work out for you as a Terran player. Never. Generally never, especially in a 23-minute game. And resources here, way more gas from Terror, Minerals mined a little bit more, and outspent the Terran player by about 5,000, which isn't huge, but when you can get this kind of value out of it, you're going to be fine. So GG. GG there for Terror, and that's going to be it from me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered and a Patreon match. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.